quickly. It is a free phone Friday. This is a Garrett in Minnesota. Next up here on the Mike Church Show on the Crusade Radio Network. Hello, Garrett.
Hi, Mike. How you doing? Thanks for taking my call. Great show as always.
Appreciate that, brother.
Yeah. Hey, I'm sick of all the flack that President Trump is getting about the tariffs and what that's going to do to the economy in the short term. This is a total long-term play. It's not a short-term play, and people need to understand that. And maybe the Trump administration needs to do a better job of communicating that to people.
Well, let me ask you, and I'm not trying to dig, how old do you be?
How old do I be? I be 56.
Okay, all right. So you be in my generation. So you and I are the last generation that are allowed to have disputations and disagreements and talk about them, apparently, here.
Right.
So the reason I ask is you're old enough to remember pre-industrial America destruction, bro. You and I grew up. Our dads had jobs. The guy down the street had a job. He went off and he probably made something, remember?
Yeah.
So
no,
to me and
it.
you, this isn't foreign. To me and you, it's like just a return to kind of like, where you were when you were a kid.
Right. Look, President Trump is a business mastermind. He's going to get us to depression, but to get to depression, you have to do a recession first. You can't just go straight to depression. So he's going to get the recession in place, and then that sets us up for the depression. And I think that's what he's doing.
So why do you think it sets us up for a depression?
Because he's a friggin' moron driving our country over a cliff.
Okay. All right. Well, Garrett. You can always, folks, by the way, those of you that were watching, you might have seen me motion to Maggie when I want to give you, at least you didn't curse. I want to give all of you trolls some real radio announcer tips. Now, most hosts wouldn't do this. They just start screaming. Like Mark Levin would still be screaming at you. Yeah. I'm going to make you a better troll, my friends. Here's how I'm going to make you a better troll. Don't ever start your call with, thanks for taking my call. Dead giveaway. As soon as he said, thanks for taking my call, antennas up, spidey sense. I knew it. Maggie was over there at the video. I'm like, get over here. Get your finger on the button because it's coming. And Garrett, you are free to call, and if you want to call the president a moron, that's fine. And if you want to say he's leading us into the president, dude, you can say all that stuff. It really is just a waste of your time, especially when you're dealing with I'm like the Wrath of Khan. I'm like a superior intellect from the late 20th century. It was a complete waste of your time. Everyone at home is laughing at you now. So what I would do, Garrett, call back. Don't say thanks for taking my call. And just say, I want to have a disputation with you because I think you and your stupid president are morons.
Well, then doing something silly like that and not having substance.
And then I can say, well, why do you think I and he are morons? Can you give specific examples? Of course, then you're going to hang up, which is fine. Magdalene Rose, you just got a master class in hosting a live talk radio and dealing with a troll. How you like it?
It was good.
Now, who else in talk radio would have given the guy advice?
Well, I think that's the thing about talk radio is that everyone thinks they can do it, and yet when it comes down to it, their shows go away very quickly.
Well, you know what? I should have just